Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream of 2025's Lumberjacks versus PBA Houston, Game 1 of pool play here in Fort Myers, Florida. Today, we're live from the Cape Coral Sports Complex. Cole Hubert gets the Game 1 start on the mound for the Lumberjacks. Doing a quick audio test here in a second. I'll be bringing you today's starting lineups. Cole quickly gets out to his leadoff man, 0-2. As that ball fouled straight back. And Cole challenges him upstairs with the fastball, 0-2. So today's starter, Cole Hubert, getting the ball during Game 1. Scouting report has Cole on a pitch limit today. 5 games set here in pool play. Should the Lumberjacks advance to the playoffs, as that breaking ball is chopped slowly down the line to Schickler over at third, who sits back on that ball just a bit, unable to make the strong throw across the diamonds, and that one will short hop the first baseman, Sorrentino, unable to make the pick. Soft dirt over there at first. Ball kind of stayed down on him, so just doing a quick audio check here. Folks, are we able to watch the stream today? Okay, so audio good. Anyone watching, just let us know if we could watch the stream. Got a video notification that it's private, but it shouldn't be. So Cole, after the ball squeezes by Sorrentino at first, has a man on second with nobody away. So back to what we were saying about the scouting report on Cole for this tournament. Cole will be on a pitch limit with the hopes of bringing him back for the first game of playoffs. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the confirmation there. So theoretically, Cole can be situated at up to 80 pitches and be eligible. They'll probably be looking to keep him more around the 60 mark. Now, in order to do that and get a big Game 1 win, Jacks will need some solid defense and to get up in the game early offensively. And Cole inducing a weak ground ball, but bit of a difficult start defensively. Cole's in a position where he'll be looking for a strikeout here with no outs to prevent the runner from getting to third with less than. Apologies for the live stream delay here, folks. Dealing with a bit of a temperature conundrum here with the device. And we'll be looking to set up something more permanent. So for now, stick with us for audio coverage. So stick with us for audio coverage, folks, as we look to make an in-between innings temperature adjustment on the device. Cole, with the men on first and second, nobody out, able to get a big strikeout there. Massive spot for the Jacks. So the lefty, first and second, out of the stretch, facing the four-hitter, big right-hander for PBA Houston. Breaking ball, first pitch, strike one down the middle. Cole going to the breaking ball early today, flashing that secondary, showcasing the command. Looking to roll two. Runners go, and this hit and run opportunity delivers a solid breaking ball again. Back-to-back curveballs, 12-6, lefty to the righty. This time being fouled into the ankle. And Cole finds himself up 0-2. And with runners on first and second, and one away, certainly be looking to play a bit outside the zone. And get a chase swing. Mikey Martinez working with him behind the plate. And Cole delivers a fastball. This one gets by Mikey, gets to the backstop. That'll advance the runners. So second and third, one out. And to prevent the run, Cole will need now the strikeout rather than the double play. Again, for those of you joining, Florida morning here. And a bit of a temperature issue here on the device front. So we will be bringing you in-game radio announcing until that's figured out. And Martinez keeps a breaking ball in front, evening the count at 2. Cole looking for his swing and miss pitch there on the slider. Houston able to hold. So 2-2 count. Hubert sets, delivers fastball down. Martinez having a bit of trouble keeping the ball in the glove back there. This morning, that fastball at the ankles bounces away from him just a bit. But runners hold. And full count. Cole, who usually displays pinpoint command, just not quite finding his spot in the zone. This one is dribbler. And a breaking ball is hit weakly onto the ground in kind of no man's land between pitcher, short, and third. Runner breaks on contact. Hubert unable to get to the ball in time, and Schickler goes to barehand it. Unable to field it cleanly. So that'll be an infield single with runners on the corner and one out. So Schickler's been a defensive backstop all year over at third base for the Lumberjacks. Last few games been a little bit inconsistent at the hot corner, dealing with a lot of bunts, squibblers like that, just kind of a bit more on his toes. And something the Jacks look for him to make an adjustment on is just being a little bit more aggressive on that first step in. And he's been challenged immediately today with 2 difficult plays. So the Jacks runners at the corner, one out, and quickly down 1-0. And Hubert just looks a bit off so far to start the game. Command not quite there, and velocity seems to be down a little bit. So be looking for Cole to settle in. Sometimes difficult to find that groove as a starter when you get what should be your first out, and the runner gets on base safely, and you're quickly working out of the stretch, throwing off the rhythm. So see Martinez behind the plate, urging Cole just to calm down a bit. And a good fastball there at the knees for a called strike. Cole does just that. So again, folks, we're going to be bringing you back in-game video momentarily. And that fastball getting his velocity back up into it we're used to for a mid-80s up at the shoulders. Swung right through, and Cole's up with 2 strikes. Goes right back, challenges with the fastball, and a bloop single just over the head of Sharingal. And Cole, who has induced weak contact 3 times so far this inning, all of them resulting in base runners. And sometimes that's that roulette wheel of pitching. You just spin black over and over and over again, no matter how many chips you put down on red. Couple weak ground balls to third, a no man's land chopper between short third and the pitcher, and a bloop single over second base. No hard hit balls off Cole Hubert thus far. But nonetheless, the Jacks find themselves in a 2-0 hole here in the top of the first. So again, Cole inducing weak contact, throwing pitches for potential outs. But the command hasn't been as pinpoint as we're typically used to. And as a result, those strikeout counts and those strikeout situations turn into contact situations. When you put the ball in play, good things happen. And so far, the odds not in the Jacks' favor with the results of said contact, with runners at first and second and 1 away. But Cole gets off with a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. And with him looking to come off short rest and his pitch count being down just a bit today, Jack should be looking to keep an eye on his velocity, make sure that physically he's where he needs to be. That breaking ball missing down and away, 1-1. So then again, thanks again, folks, for joining us. We got radio announcing today until we figure out the heat situation here in Florida, where it's approaching the mid-90s here this morning. Camera equipment not quite handling it. Cole delivers a fastball outside, and that will be a 2-1 count. Jack's looking to belly up defensively, and a hard fastball there over the batter's head. Check swing and a generous call going the Jacks' way, quite frankly. And that'll actually retire the batter. So the aggressive pitch by Hubert results in a defensive check swing. And those baseball odds that we were talking about this time flip in the Jacks' favor, as the swing about a third of the way around is called for a strike for Cole's second out of the inning. So Jack's infield back in position. And Cole, after getting that strikeout, pumps it up just a bit there. Firmer fastball at the knees to get ahead 0-1. Cole comes set. and goes right at his man. Inside fastball. Fouled off at the hands, 0-2. So in position for the strikeout opportunity here. Quickly up 0-2. Jack's down 2-0. Men on first and second, 2 outs. And Houston, no hard contact yet thus far. But putting the ball in play, putting pressure on the Jacks defense, resulting in 2 early runs here off Hubert, who looks to get his ender here up big in the count. Goes right at him with the fastball again at the hands, just fouled off. And count remains 0-2 with 2 outs. So potential stealing third opportunity here, just given that he may go down. And Cole delivers fastball just off the black, and I think even Houston thought that one was strike 3, but unable to get the call. Great spot by Hubert. So he's thrown 4 straight fastballs at this right-hander. Batter calls time. Cole and Mike looking to get on the same page as they contemplate going to a hard secondary here with 2 away and up 2 strikes. But goes back to the fastball. This one, another slow chopper. Difficult play for Sharingal, but charges in hard. Makes the throw across the body to Sorrentino at first, and that'll retire the side, but not before Houston scores 2 on 3 infield hits and a bloop. Couple unearned runs for Cole there. But he did settle down towards the end of the inning. Velocity picked back up to right more where we're used to. And the command on the last few batters was significantly better than the first. So just a bit of a choppy start for the Jacks. But we're early here, and we got the ace on the mound. So 2-0 game here in the bottom of the first as the Lumberjacks will come to the plate. Facing a short right-hander today. We'll see what kind of stuff he's got. And this is sort of bottom of the first where the best thing you could do with your ace on the mound is get base runners on, put some pressure, make the guy throw pitches, and tie the game at 2. Bring the score back to 0-0, you know? So right-hander off the bat, looking like we've got fastballs around 78 to 80. And we have, again, short right-hander, so the ball will be coming in at a flatter path, and it should be an opportunity for Lumberjacks to swing today. We'll look to get video back here for you now, folks. And if we go down again, just keep in mind we're dealing with a hot day. So hopefully we are able to maintain connection with you. Bear with me, folks. I'll continue with the audio announcing while we situate a backup option on the visual side. Is that Fallon? What's up, kid? What are you doing in town? Yeah, they do. Good stuff, man. What'd you say? Oh, talking to him. So, visual should be back. Hopefully, audio is still good. And we'll hopefully maintain temperature balance as long as we can here, folks. Mr. Frankie's, I appreciate the comment there. We'll continue with the play-by-play regardless of the visual disruptions. So leading off for the Lumberjacks today, Jacob Schmutz, who has been, again, the hands-down MVP of the offense so far this season. Just to take you through briefly Schmutz's stats thus far on the season, because they're really fun to read. 61 plate appearances, 51 at-bats. And in 51 at-bats, he has 24 hits, 9 of which are extra base hits, 6 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. Slugging 745, 1286 OPS, 541 on base percentage, and a 471 average. He leads the team in RBIs out of the leadoff spot, leads the team in runs out of the leadoff spot, which makes a little bit more sense. And he starts us off there with a leadoff walk, bringing to the plate the shortstop, Benny Franquise, the left-hander who looks to get his back going a little bit more consistently offensively. Swing's been looking better the last few games. Obviously, has been the defensive anchor of this team now for 2 summers in a row. Has that experience at this level, so fully expect that offensive inconsistency to turn around as we get deeper into the summer, coming off a long spring season. That ball looking like it missed about 7 inches off the plate, but called for a strike. Franquise doesn't like it. Very rarely see him get flustered emotionally, so to see him shaking his head, you know it was outside. Schmutz dives back in. And Franquise takes a big swing at that fastball down and in, fouls it off the hands. And flatter fastball here today. Opportunity for the Jacks to swing. Benny in a 1-2 count with a man on first. And Schmutz has the sliding glove on, so I mean, I guess all the kids wear sliding gloves these days. I'd never personally seen one until Juan Soto came to New York, I guess. And that breaking ball driven up the middle. And Benny hits a one-hopper to second for what should have been, quite frankly, an easy double play turn for PBA, but the good hustle by Franquise and Schmutz forces the second baseman to look to transition quickly, bobbles the ball, and everyone's safe. Checking the game changer there, I fully expected his boys on the bench to mark that as a hit. They don't. So Franquise reaches on an error, and a walk and an error result in first and second for the Lumberjacks here with nobody away, and Nicholas Mirable coming to the plate. So Nick and Benny, both veterans of this 25s program, played a lot of time up last summer. And both guys off to a bit of a slower start offensively this summer. And as soon as those guys start to get that swing back in motion, that'll make a huge difference for this Lumberjacks offense. They're anchors in the top of the order here. Dan and Ryan understanding the importance of getting their big lefties, maybe not big physically, but big in terms of impact going. And Mirable up 1-0. I'd love to see early in the counts Nick get aggressive on a fastball he knows he can hit. It's tough to beat the kid physically. He's got the tools, and there you go. A good swing there on a 1-0 fastball. Fouls it straight back with the timing there. If I'm not mistaken, there's metal bats being used in games. I'm confused here. And Nick swings through that fastball 1-2. Franquise takes his lead off first. Schmutz off second. Big hole with the short get back, bro. Shortstop way over. And Nick drives the ball the other way. This one carrying well to left field. This one going to get over the head to the wall on a fly. Franquise hesitating. What are you doing, dude? So I'm really not sure what the base running strategy there was by Benny. Just literally stopped running between second and third. Regardless, focusing on the positive, an excellent piece of hitting by Mirable, driving that ball to deep left field opposite. Shortstop and left fielder both fading a shift. And Nick, unbeknownst to them, is an excellent opposite field hitter. Drives that ball well to the fence for an RBI double. And I'm not, hopefully they check in on Benny, make sure he's not hurt. I'm not sure what happened as he just completely stopped short between third and second. And you see Coach Pembroke frustrated at third. Just early outs at third base have been a plague on this Jacks offense all summer, making easy outs with base running mistakes. It's difficult to get on base, more difficult to advance. So making those outs at third when you're already in scoring position with less than 2 away. It's happened throughout the whole order all summer, and it's something that the Jacks will have to address. But regardless, an RBI double for Mirable scores Schmutz to make the game 2-1. And Sharingal steps to the plate. Hitting cleanup today. Jack's putting good swings on this pitcher. He gets a pitch to hit there. Pulls the head off a bit. And I'm not sure what's going on with the base running today. So that ball, and again, I don't mean to be overly critical early in the game, but Sharingal bloops that ball to first. And jogging out of the box, first baseman mishandles the ball. Expected it to be a close play, but no sprinting down the line. I promise you, boys, everyone who's watching, I'm very much rooting for the Jacks. But hustle is one of those inexcusable elements of the game, and so far the Jacks not really displaying it. Quite frankly, in terms of talent, it is clear already in the first inning who the better team is. But hustle beats talent. So early in the game, 2-1. First time through the order, hot summer day in Fort Myers, Florida. Boys coming off long travel, so we'll give him every excuse in the book to start with. Harris Rosner coming to the plate. Thank you to his father for correcting me. I've been calling him Rosner all year. And Harris drives the ball to left. hard line drive. That'll tie the game at 2. Scoring Mirable. Harris swinging an excellent bat for the Lumberjacks as of late. Spraying line drives. Bringing to the plate the third baseman, Evan Schickler. Schickler, aggressive swing on that fastball down the middle and fouls that one back, 0-1. And 2-out steal by Rosner, and he's in there easily. Great jump by Harris and excellent hustle. Sliding headfirst into second, beating the throw by a wide margin. So Schickler with an even count and a runner in scoring position now with 2 away. An opportunity to give their ace, Cole Hubert, an early lead. And shortstop for Houston, fading up the middle heavily for the potential pickoff attempt, leaving a big gap there with 2 outs. See if Schickler can take advantage of the hard ball on the ground. And takes a good cut at that breaking ball, timed it well, but fouls it straight back, 1-2. I do have to be a little more professional in my reactions to in the moment plays and be objective. I personally watch a lot of Lumberjacks baseball, and I know how good these players are. Expect a lot out of the boys. We're working on it, folks. I root hard for the boys, and I want to see them beat to the ground teams I know they should. So 2-2, Schickler hits a chopper to second. And fielded cleanly, thrown to first, retires the side. But not before the Lumberjacks able to tie the game at 2 on the leadoff walk by Schmutz, the double by Mirable, and the single by Harris Rosner. Bringing Cole Hubert back to the mound in what is now an even game. So, a few mental lapses, few questionable hustle plays, but balanced out by some excellent swings and solid approach at the plate to start the game for the Lumberjacks. Who tie the game at 2 and bring Cole Hubert back to the mound, who seemed to settle back in towards the end of the first with more consistency on his delivery. And he will not have to pitch behind in what is effectively now a 0-0 ball game. So an extremely long first inning there, going over 35 minutes or so. Taking you around the fields Sorrentino gets the start today at first base with his fellow lefty and Jack's first baseman Cole Hubert on the mound. Mikey Martinez, his partner behind the plate. We have Joe Fallon in as backup today, coming in with Lucas Seeger playing in Deutschland. Scheringle, the second baseman. Frank Keys over at short. The excellent middle infield defensive combination. Looking to stay hot with the gloves. Evan Schickler, been at third all year. Stay there as Hubert delivers a solid fastball to even the count at 1 with that pitch at the knees. Harris Rosner gets the start in left. Mon Airy over there in center field as that ball comes towards me. And, oh my gosh, and an excellent play at the fence by Aiden Sorrentino. Holy smokes, that was unbelievable. Reaching fully over the fence. I'm sitting here like a fool with my iPhone zip tied and a little umbrella, and this kid almost comes crashing into me. Shades of Derek Jeter. Reaching fully over. The dream grab for all kids growing up. You literally practice that with your friends. Could see his foot divot quite literally under the fence as his cleat slid under the gap between the chain link and the ground. What an unbelievable play by Aiden there. Absolutely electric. So first out retired for the Jacks. And Cole, excellent fastball there on the outside corner, gets his second as he continues to settle in. And long first inning here, gets his 2 runs back as the offense does their job and then settles in as the game of momentum, as quickly as it started away from them, shifts back in the Jacks' direction, and Cole, with the Jacks back in the field, keeps the foot on the gas, attacking early with the fastball, getting up 0-1 on this right-hander, going right back to it, 0-2, and now we're moving, folks. That one missing down and away, but a great spot, 0-2, looking for the chase swing. And Hubert strikes out his man. And Hubert to retire the side. 2-2 Jacks here, heading into the bottom of the second. And Hubert to retire the side. 2-2 Jacks here, heading into the bottom of the second. That play was unreal.
Oh, right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, were those guys like all right on the base paths?
Oh, yeah. That didn't go far enough. It was just like
You just caught no man's land?
it was just like right here. Like you like tagging like it was almost like go more, get more.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
used to be on second base waiting to see if he catches it.
Yeah.
And then just drop.
I see.
I think he knew like the feeling of the play is like that's a double, so he started going to third, and he's a dead man, so it's like.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
It should have been easier. Like he should have been a step from second base when it rose over his head. And
Right.
Take off. He was like right here.
Like he was looking to tag or something.
It was like very in between. Yeah. Like, he doesn't know fly balls.
It's a weird outfield too, like the dimensions, because it's really shallow there, and like it kind of takes away what would have been a guaranteed double.
Yeah, it's like metal bat, so it's all just like blue.
Yep. Big Mirable double. It's Aiden, right? Aiden Sorrentino? Aiden Sorrentino stepping to the plate for the Jacks. Just his second tournament off Tommy John. Seeing him work really diligently on his rehab in between games down in Alabama. And he'll be starting off his return with playing defensively first base, Harper style, and swinging a big lefty bat in the order to lead off the bottom of the second. Really short dimensions here at Cape Coral with metal bats. So opportunity for some big offensive play here today. And the lefty-righty advantage here for Aiden. Fouls that breaking ball down the line, and he finds himself quickly behind 0-2. And changeup dropping off the outer half. Good take by Aiden.
Hey, win it now. Come on, what?
Takes that ball down and in. And with 2 strikes, gets a fastball outside. Drives it down the third baseline foul, staying alive with a good fight by Sorrentino. Making the starter throw additional pitches. And Sorrentino flares this one. Third baseman calling it infield pop. Settling under it, 1 away. And that'll bring to the plate Mikey Martinez here with 1 away. Looking to get something started for the Lumberjacks. Breaking ball down 1-0 as Martinez finds himself ahead. Good take by Mikey, recognizing the spin early. Opportunity to sit fastball here and drive something deep with the short fence and power potential. He is a Martinez after all. Fastball driven well. Hard ground ball to short. And this one will get over the head of the first baseman. Should go down as a single, though, as that was an extremely difficult play. So Martinez with the hard ground ball to the shortstop's right side. Does a good job of getting to the ball, but no chance. And Martinez always hustling. So the infield base hit by Martinez brings to the plate Keith Hall, who takes fastball down and away for strike one. Keith takes down and away 2-0. So Keith hit an even 300 so far on the summer. 5 RBIs and 7 runs. Takes breaking ball 3-0, and Keith displaying excellent plate discipline here early in this at-bat. Looks to find his way on, so he'll be zoning up or taking all the way here. And take all the way it was, as that fastball was right down the middle. So still in hitter's count here, 3-1. Position to strike for Hall. Gets another fastball just on the outside corner, but waist high, so good pitch to swing and drive at. And Keith times it up well, but just under it, fouls it straight back. Full count. So base hit ball 4 here, situation here for Keith, with the runner at first in Martinez. Gets a breaking ball. This one up, and I had the count wrong. It must have been 2-0, and he took that pitch. So full count now. That ball missing just up and in. Fouled off his shin. Keith shakes it off quickly. Full count to Keith. Runner at first. And swings through that fastball. Strike 3, 2 away. Brings up to the plate Amon Airy, who I've been calling the second leadoff man all year. And Amon's done an excellent job of finding a way on, putting speed on the base bats for it. Jacob Schmutz clearly working. Bottom of the order doing a great job of finding their way on for their leadoff man, who leads the team in RBIs out of the first hole. And that ball squeezes away from the catcher, but Martinez will hold it first, electing to be a bit conservative with 2 outs, recognizing that he didn't quite get the jump. So 1-0 to Amon, who sees a fastball this time on the outer half, strike 1. A little confusion on that call. Dan asking ball or strike. Amon swinging at that pitch, fouling it straight back. Actually, it was called a ball, but it looked like he had made a strike call. Everyone had confused, including the second baseman. So 2-1 to Amon, who took an aggressive swing there. Still ahead in the count. It sounded like the ump started to call time. And I believe he did call time. So that'll send Martinez back. Ball getting to the backstop, but the pitcher thrown off a bit by that as well. So look for the umpire to have a little bit more command of the game here, folks. A bit hesitant in his calls this at bat. Regardless, 2-1 count. Martinez remains at first. Amon, chopper to second. Short hop goes the easy way. Retires the side. So 2-2 through 2. Cole Hubert likely returning to the mound for his third inning of work. Again, he'll be a bit limited in his pitch count today, and after a long first, he may have about 2 more innings of work, if I had to guess. And the Jacks top of the order will be starting off the bottom of the third, so they'll be looking to hold him here, keep the score tied, and put themselves in striking position to start the third. So both teams top of the order to start the third inning. Cole getting the first look. Second time through. Let's go, Fallon. Nice cut, kid. So starting off top of the third, Cole facing the top of the order. Delivers a fastball. Missing just down and in for ball one. So interesting position by the corners. Schickler playing fairly deep and Sorrentino playing quite in. And Cole behind 2-0. Been getting behind on guys a little bit today. 3-0 now, which is fairly unusual, and his velocity does seem down. And not like a cause for concern, just objectively. Coming off of like such a sharp outing, where his fastball got up to 90. Certainly thrown a lot this summer, and in the spring as well. 5th in the country in strikeouts at the high school level. It's just unbelievable accomplishment for Hubert. In the country, I didn't even know they kept that stat. And Cole walks that man on 5 pitches, showing a little bit of frustration. Very unusual for a Hubert. Very stoic player. That ball just missing. The sort of miss where when as pitcher you're in command and grooving, you get that call. And when you're falling behind, you don't. So understand his frustration having been there, but also knowing the reality of the human element of the game. Umpires get into a rhythm with their calls the same way players get into a rhythm at the plate or on the mound. But Cole settles in there, and first pitch swinging by Houston. Fly ball to Rosner. Out there and right. Easy put away for the first out. Martinez with his first opportunity to throw a runner out, and he plunks the guy. So at least punishes Houston just a bit for running on him, but he's in there easily. So man in scoring position here with one away for Hubert. Who falls behind 2-0. Looking to take third, breaking ball in there for a strike, and Martinez, a good throw down to third on the stolen base. Difficult throw off the breaking ball. Really close play at third. Biasly thought the ball beat him there, and Schickler made a good tag. And the umpire delayed the call, as if to say he's out if he holds the ball, but calls the man safe after a delay. So unsure what the miscommunication was there. So Cole finds himself with a man on third and 1 out, needing a strikeout, and puts a little extra mustard on that fastball. Called strike. And goes back to the fastball. Martinez struggling to handle it cleanly on the backhands, but hustles after it, keeps the man at third. So no harm done. Cole showing a little bit of emotion out on the mound. And with the 3-2 count, we'll see the young left-hander's ability to channel that frustration. That can be a good thing, to pitch off the adrenaline. And delivers an excellent off-speed pitch to get the swing and a miss. And that's just an awesome indicator for the sort of pitcher that Cole's going to be, and already is. When you find yourself in a more emotional situation, have those more primal reactions on the mound, kind of fight or flight scenarios. Can you channel that adrenaline into the fight side of it? And he does there, getting a huge strikeout with 1 out. And Martinez on the forehand scoop there, making a good stop to keep the ball in front. Cole going to the slider, lefty-righty early. 1-0 count. So 2 away. Jacks will need to belly up on defense to maintain a tie game here in the top of the third. Breaking ball down and away, 2-0. So a quick meeting on the mound after 2 breaking ball misses with 2 outs. Look for Cole to go right at him here, and expected a fastball, quite frankly. But Cole's bread and butter for a go-to strike is that 12-6 breaking ball, which is an awesome ability to have at this level, to have the confidence to throw that breaking ball for a strike more than 60% of the time. Gets the swing foul ball, 2-1. This time goes to the fastball, missing just low, 3-1. So Houston showing A lot of plate discipline, recognizing that the command isn't quite there thus far, but still unable to make hard contact. No hard hit balls yet for this Houston team. So look for Cole and Mike to recognize that and go after these guys directly with whatever pitch Cole is most confident throwing for strikes. So he goes back to that 12-6 we were just talking about. Has been his go-to strike pitch, and just misses low and away for ball 4. Houston not looking to swing right now. Looking to find the way on easy. With the way that batter took, he really didn't have a chance at catching up to a fastball in the zone. Had that more defensive approach at the plate, even with the man at third. But nonetheless, the ball missing out the zone, so runners at the corners with 2 away, and the left-hander goes to the pickoff move to Sorrentino. Back in easily. We'll see what the Jacks select to do should there be a first and third steal situation here. Cole delivers, foul ball back on the off speed, 0-1.
Right back at him. Let's go.
Fastball there, popped up. Frankie's calling for it, backpedaling, and retires the side. So Cole showing a lot of grit out there today. A little bit more emotion, clearly. Physically, not the sharpest of his stuff that we've seen out of Hubert, but grinding through it. Difficult situations, the sorts of situations where even ground ball outs or base hits succumb to a few easy runs, and Cole working through some difficulties early in the game, showing that mental fortitude. And that's what you need out of your ace and out of a starting pitcher in general. You're not always going to have your best stuff, but what you need to do is display leadership and consistency and find a way to keep your team in the game regardless. And Cole's been able to do that. Able to induce weak contact in difficult positions. Not giving in, even when he's had a few walks. The pitches have stayed competitive, so keeping Houston on their toes, unable to simply give in. And through 3, only 2 allowed. Despite base running opportunities for Houston, credit to Cole's leadership display on the mound today. Probably look for him to only go 1 more. As the Jacks bullpen already getting loose and Cole on a pitch limit. And Houston starter returns to the mound for the bottom of the 3rd to face the Jacks, top of the order. Again, hittable stuff for the Jacks. They displayed an ability to put good swings on the right-hander here. Second time through the order that they'll see this righty. And And Jacob Schmutz leads things off with tie game here in the bottom of the third. And Schmutz quickly up 2-0. Not the man you want to get behind if you're Houston. Extending his on-base percentage to close to 600 on the summer with a leadoff walk in the bottom of the first. And Schmutz with a good swing on the 2-0 fastball, maybe just a little bit uncommitted there, knowing he's up 2-0 in the count. Seemed to just hesitate on his timing. Curious to see what Jacob can do with a metal bat. And that fastball will catch the corner 2-2. But no stuff displayed yet from the right-hander. That's genuine swing and miss stuff to someone with the bat-to-ball skills of Schmutz. So still not in a totally defensive position as that breaking ball misses well away. Full count. Schmutz looking to stay disciplined and find a way on. And a fastball high down the middle, and a level swing by Schmutz with a full count drives the ball up the middle for a leadoff base hit. And he finds himself on base for the second time today. And watching this kid at the top of the order, it's tough to judge the remainder of ball players because you just want to expect what he's doing, and it's just simply unfair. Schmutz, the good swing on the 3-2 fastball is probably just up out of the zone, but you need to swing at that pitch in that count. And instead of fighting it away, recognizes that despite it being slightly out of the zone, it is extremely hittable pitch if you stay level through it. And it's a tough pitch to be disciplined on. At the shoulders, 78 miles an hour. That sounds juicy and easy, but in a 3-2 count, the amount of times you see guys at this level pop that ball up or hit a weak fly ball, it's pretty astounding. And Schmutz doesn't try and do too much. Just laces a ball up the middle, finds his way on, doesn't leave his fate to the umpire. Bringing up Benny Franquise, the man on first and no one away. And Benny, hit by that pitch, takes it. And he finds his way aboard as well. So 2 on, no outs. Nicholas Mirable. And we are in a deja vu situation, same as the first inning. Nick, who drove a ball to deep left field for a double, RBI double, his first at bat. Yo, button your shirt, good. And we'll have a moment on the mound for Houston. No change made. And no apparent working in the bullpen for Houston either. And Mirable looking to continue to work towards finding his groove. Started making good adjustments starting this tournament hot with that double to the wall to the opposite field. Pickoff attempt just to hold him close. So Mirable waits on his first pitch. And gets fastball down and away for strike one, but a good take by Nick. following the hit by pitch and the full count. Good fastball for a strike there. Not the pitch to swing at early in the count, so he'll look to get something more hittable here, and that breaking ball missing out of the way badly, 1-1. Again, the situation for Nick, who's been finding himself getting deeper in the counts. Look for him to rely on his athleticism a little bit more early in the counts, get aggressive, recognizing that pitcher doesn't have the stuff to beat him early. And it's a 1-1 count to Mirable with first and second. And that breaking ball swung straight through 1-2. So need some hard contact here out of Nick. Breaking ball down and in. Taken for a ball 2-2-2. Good take by Nick in the 1-2 situation there, recognizing the spin early. And it gets a breaking ball, this time missing on the outer half, full count. So look for Nick to hunt fastball here. Not going to get beat on the speed itself. And takes ball 4 away. So some deep counts for Houston. Hit by pitch and a walk. Single hit by pitch walk loads the bases for the cleanup man today in Alex Sharingal, taking the spot that has belonged to Cole Hubert this summer, as he will not be swinging the bat today as he is starting the game on the mound. We'll have another timeout here as Houston elects to go to the bullpen, and that'll be it for the starter. Bringing in a new right-hander into a difficult position. Bases loaded and nobody out, facing the cleanup man for the Lumberjacks. 2-2 ball game, so an imperative at bat and opportunity for the Jacks. We'll see what kind of stuff this right-hander has, and we'll be back momentarily with more commentary and not so objective scouting on the number 34 right-hander. So nothing particularly dominant displayed yet again. Another right-hander in these high 70s, potentially low 80. My radar says 78. If anyone has access to the perfect game radar gun, let me know if my IDAR is correct. In Florida, my margin of error was plus or minus 1 mile an hour. Not even kidding. I'm just a stud like that. Whoever Brian Seeger is in the world, hire me as a scout for the agency, kid. So, oh, that one looked a little bit more pop. So maybe like 81 to the cleanup man. Alex Sharingle takes strike one down the middle. Bases loaded, nobody out. Needs to put a ball in play, and a breaking ball getting away. Sharingle turns his back, takes the free RBI and the hit by pitch, and the Jacks take a 3-2 lead in the momentum, continuing to roll their way here in the bottom of the third inning. Pre-game scouting says, too, that the Jacks want to get off to a significant lead offensively at some point in this game to allow Cole Hubert to rest up for a potential game one of the playoffs. But you got to win to get there. And it's always interesting seeing those situations in pool play with limited arms and lots of games in just a few days. How do you manage a staff to have competitiveness in the playoffs while also making sure you get there? It starts with winning game one. And Harris Rosner in a 1-1 count, challenged up and in, check swing, unfortunately fouled off the inner part of the plate. Frustrated with himself there, but just one of those baseball type plays. Gift for the pitcher, 1-2. Last breaking ball he threw really got away from him, so we'll see if he has an opportunity to go back to his secondary and instead attacks with a fastball. This one a little bit firmer as he's starting to get up into the lower mid-80s, it appears. Harris taking that ball for strike three on the outer half. So credit to Houston's reliever there, missing up and in, getting the free fastball strike, the gift on the foul ball, and changes the eye level and goes down and away for strike three. This one inside to Schickler. Come on, kid, let it hit you. Let it hit you. So that's two that could have been a free RBI. And, you know, I get it. It's tempting to get out of the way, but those are runs that your team needs, kid. So you Schickler wanted to get that hit. Steps out twice, 2-0. Takes a big swing there at the fastball down the middle, 2-1. Although it is a weird rule now in college where you have to get out of the way, so I shouldn't be too critical. I'm kind of that old school pre-iPhone age, you know? You turn your back, you get hit. I feel like it's been ingrained. Now you literally have to get out of the way or it's a forced strike. And he gets his walk regardless. So Evan Schickler disciplined at bat, took a good swing, fouled it off, and gets ball four. Another free RBI for Schickler and for the Jacks, who extend their lead to 4-2. Bases loaded, one away. For the left-hander, that ball gonna drop. And Aiden Sorrentino hits a blooper over the shortstop's head. Falls in no man's land for an RBI single. And the Jacks now extend their lead to 5-2 with the bases loaded and one away. Quickly, the odds falling in their favor as Houston continues to get behind in counts. And Mike Martinez, with the power potential, steps up, bases loaded, gets a fastball up and in, ball one. And Mike, sometimes when he goes for those big power swings, his tendency can be to pull off the ball just a bit. But what that also allows him to do is on those up and in fastballs where this right-hander's been missing to really unload and hit balls deep. So if he gets one of those mistake pitches that opens up that front side with these metal bats, man, who knows where this ball could go, folks. So Martinez ahead in this count. Catcher taking an opportunity in a moment there to speak with their reliever. 5-2 Jacks, bases loaded, one away. Martinez up in the count 2-0. Gets a fastball up and away, 3-0. No action in Houston's bullpen. Dan giving him the take sign. So Martinez will be taking all the way. Not hiding that from Houston. And actually a difficult strike to throw if you're a pitcher when you know they're going to take. Sometimes tend to push the ball, and he does there. Fastball velocity dropping about 8 miles an hour. And that ball clearly high. Pitcher asking where it was, but he already knew. And the Jacks extend their lead to 6-3. Free bases just rolling their way. Keith Hall stepping up to the plate, looking to do damage himself. Takes another ball. Two and 0. So 6 straight balls. Should be taking all the way. 7. And we have action now in Houston's bullpen. This game quickly slipping away from them. That fastball down the middle for strike 1, 3-1. Give it him the clap, meaning if it's there, go for it. And Keith takes up and in for ball 4, an RBI for Keith Hall on free base, and that's 3 consecutive walks, 2 hit by pitches. And Houston's reliever in the pen not really moving all that quickly. So a team that must be short on arms. Jack's coming around batting up through the order now. Amon Airy and then Schmutz, who led off the inning, will be up next. So Dan having a conversation with Aries, understanding that amount of free bases given this inning. Probably telling him he'd just be disciplined. Maybe even take for strike 1. Breaking ball. Goes to something new after having trouble with the fastball command, and Airy finds himself down 0-1. Breaking ball this time missing. 1-1. Fastball down. Mishandled by the catcher, who pats himself on the chest as if to say my bad, because that ball was down regardless, but probably not as much as it appeared. 2-1. And Airy takes up and in 3-1. So expect this to be the last batter for this right-hander should he be unable to retire Amon. And that breaking ball. Check swing for strike 2 on a close pitch. And breaking ball, ground ball, double play opportunity. Fumbled by the second baseman, and the struggles continue for Houston as another run scores for the Jacks. And Jacob Schmutz will return to the plate with an RBI opportunity for the team leader, and this is why he gets his opportunities. The bottom of the order has done their job to find their way on for Schmutz later in games, who's done an excellent job to his part of cleaning up the bases. So The most dangerous hitter in the Jacks lineup at the plate with the bases loaded, one out, and strikes not being thrown. They'll go to the pen for the second time this inning, bringing in another right-hander. Wow. It's good. I mean, that's what they wanted. They wanted Cole to not have to do too much today, and he didn't quite have his stuff. We're talking third person here, folks, because cameraman Eric over here, so talking to you through him. But yeah, like, he didn't quite have his stuff today. That was clear. I would personally not roll him out for the fourth. I would just say, hey, no, just throw someone out there who's going to throw strikes.
I mean, if the other team's gonna be like, here you go.
Yeah, they batted through the order, and now Jacob Schmutz is up at the plate with one out. Are you done, kid? I was just telling the audience that I was hoping they would save you.
Yeah, first round of Yoffs.
What'd you say?
First round of the Yoffs.
Of the Yoffs?
That's what we call it, playoffs here.
The Yoffs?
I've never heard that
Well,
one.
make sure you make it there.
Yeah, make sure
All right, make sure you make it there.
we
But
stay under 80, so that's
what did you throw? Like 65 or so? 68?
66? 68. That's what I heard. Bro, Wetzel lied to me.
What?
I asked, I'm coming through bands, and I go, Wetzel, which side of the fence are your bands? And he goes, the right. And he was looking like this way. He does.
Well, you expected him to know his rights and lefts, so that's mistake number one. What was I gonna ask you? Dude, I had a question. Shit. Oh yeah, the kid who was warming up to come in for you. What's his name? JJ Roberts. I feel like I've seen him before at something. Never?
Brand new. He's 27 kid. Oh, okay. What I'm hoping for, if we score, I think it's 8-2.
Uh-huh.
If we score 9 more runs, and then after a three inning CG.
9 more. Do you need 9 more runs? Is it 15 through 3?
12 after 4. Yeah.
12 after 4. And you said it's 8-2 or 9-2 now. What's up? 8-2. I think it's 8-2 as well. My game changer for some reason freezes when Ryan's doing it. Due to heat with the stream. So stream delay with the heat, and the Jacks are just rolling over them with free base after free base after free base. Oh, by the way, for the edit, when this is posted, which this one's gonna be a little shoddy to post. No, dude, to play it from first that he reached over the fence. He pretty much ran into my phone.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
No, I got that.
Oh, shit.
Because he ran into the phone. Like, it's crazy. It looks crazy. Does that have a shot? That's mercy, baby. And a grand slam for Alex Sharingal. Did you get that? And I didn't get it either because the heat.
What? Johnny, that was a 3-run.
Huh?
That was a 3-run.
A 3-run shot. The mathematical genius Cole Hubert correcting me.
Oh, he didn't get that video.
Don't be screaming that, bro. Wetzel, I'm punching his face, bro. That smirky smile, dude. Yeah, but last night I stayed. I got my girl lives in Fort Myers, so I stay with her, and then I'll stay with the Pems tonight and the rest of the time. So let's try and get this video back up as we just missed a Sharingal 3-run home run. And the Jacks putting themselves in position for an early potential 3-inning mercy here. Cole Hubert, potential 3-inning CG. He wants the whole world to know about back-to-back CG opportunities. CG at PG for CH.
Good take.
First batter of the game. I thought you had.
Yeah.
Fastball?
Yeah. That was tough. Lead off the air. Oh, no.
Oh. Wetzel.
Yeah, because the kid was on second. It just made all the more stressful. I want to throw more catches. You know what I mean? Though?
Yeah, exactly. That would have been a big out.
So good. Oh God. Hey, ball field.
So we're back, folks. Jack's up big in the third. Opportunity to put away with a 15-run, 3-inning mercy. Tried to check the game changer, but I think it's more than that. I think it might be 13-2. If anyone in chat has a confirmation on the score from any online updates, would be appreciated.
Anyway, that's cool.
13.
They're trying to determine if it's 12 or 13. Harris Rosner at the plate.
I mean, out. One.
There's one out.
Since Harris left.
So Alex Sharon go with a 3-run shot to clear the bases. Would have been a grand slam. Wild pitch. Prevented that on the pitch prior.
I roll it out.
And one of those situations where when things start rolling, they start rolling. And another hit batter. And Houston has another man in their bullpen. They must have, I don't know how they're going to play out the rest of this tournament.
I think this kid's a position player.
But like who's going to pitch for them?
I think this kid pitching now is a position player. He's thrown.
And we're going to the pen yet again.
You know, in like the MLB position players are actually like carving.
Hold on. Let me see if we can hear you, Cole. Do you want to do it? You want to do an in-game interview? Let's see if we can hear you.
Hold on. Let me see if we can hear you.
Say something.
You want to do it?
Yo. Interview? In the live stream here, man.
Let me see if we can hear you.
Say something. Maybe you can give him one of his two headphones.
I just wasn't sure if it would disconnect from the. Yeah. See if put this in your right ear.
That should be good. Yo.
All right.
See if put this in your right ear.
I think I'm probably gonna DH next game too. Maybe disconnected.
All right. Here, can you put the volume on and go over there so it doesn't play back? Let me know if you could hear Cole and I talking.
For next game could be good because I think I'm gonna DH.
You're gonna DH next game?
I can just take it out for my ADs.
Can you hear? Can you hear Cole talking? All right, so.
And you have the other one in your other ear.
I got the other one in my other ear. So we're sitting here today with today's starting pitcher, Cole Hubert, who working his bands, talking to us, in-game interview. So Cole, 3 innings today, potential CG with the with the score now.
Average pitch per inning is over 20.
Average pitch, but you know what? Just from my perspective, compared to last game, like you didn't have the same command and velocity, but you came out and is that fair? First of all, so you came out though and you showed an ability you showed grit. That was the word I was looking for. That East Coast grit, and you kept the runs to 2. I think only 1 or none were earned. How important is that to show your guys like, hey, even if I'm at 95% today, like I'm going to go out there and put up zeros or low scoring games to put you guys in position here.
Yeah, like you're not gonna always have your best stuff. I think like 1 out of 10 starts you got your A+ stuff. 1 out of 10 starts you got rough, and then it's that 8 out of 10 you gotta work with. Like work with what you have, and just at the end of the day, like the job isn't PG complete game every outing. It's like just give your team the best chance to win, and like that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. What do you have to say about the way the offense jumped out today? I mean, you guys have been swinging the bat a lot better, it seems.
It was a good response, especially in that bottom of the first to just get back to our 0-0 game pretty much. Tie it up 2-2 and then
And a fly ball by Schickler to center. That'll put the second away.
Yo, Schick, you just missed it?
What do you think?
That's the running joke.
Oh yeah, you guys are brutal to each other in the duck. Who's? Yeah. Let's do a little fun shit. So like, stuff? Excuse me, there's families watching. Who's the funniest kid in the dugout?
Funniest kid in the dugout. Wetzel just says out of pocket stuff like all the time.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Is it clever or is it just crazy?
I say a mix. Like there's some that is crazy, and there's some that's like that's funny.
All right, so Wetzel's out of pocket.
Yeah, Wetzel's definitely out of pocket.
Outside of yourself, who would you say is the smartest kid on the team?
Yo, we look our team GPA. If it wasn't, I won't say if it wasn't the team, but our team GPA, we got a pretty high team GPA, I'd say.
So you have a pretty smart team, you'd say?
I think Schickler's smart.
Do you see that translate on the field in a positive way generally? Or is it not translating in still sport?
A little, like being book smart, like it can help, but like I don't know.
I find it helps pitchers more, and like hitting is so intuitive and
reaction.
Exactly.
You could be not book smart and still have a really good baseball IQ, and it could be vice versa. The dailies are also really smart. They're actually at the ACT right now.
The dailies are taking the ACT right now?
The dailies are taking the ACT right now. They should be here for game 2.
Do you have to do that in person still?
Yeah. They signed up for one in Florida.
So they're taking the ACT in Florida?
Yeah. That's sick. Are they smart?
The dailies? No, they are. They're looking, I know, NESCAC stuff and stuff like that as Sorrentino goes down on strikes. Yo, let's get you in the game, Fallon. And Fallon Wetzel.
2, right? Yo, I low-key like the buzz. But Ethan's buzz is not it.
Bro, I saw you put up fucking 450 on the rack. That was epic. I'm sorry. That was so funny, dude.
Does this thing hear us both?
Can it still hear us both? I'm sorry. That was so funny, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think it can. Yeah, so take us through your routine here, Cole. What do we got going as a post game work?
Just trying to get blood flow really to the arm. That's the most important thing. Try to promote the healing process. Processes. We got a little ER right here, external rotation.
Work the scap.
Back of the shoulder and stuff. You know what's a really underrated, trail stretch thingy? This little scap pull through.
I love that one.
Try to keep your hands as close as you can. Like I can keep the band like loose until I get back here. Then I need to stretch it a bit.
Yep.
But I like it with the band. Like people do it with a towel. So I like it with the band because you can feel if you really have to stretch it out or you can stay loose with it.
So where do you draw the line? Would you say? And you're a smart guy, so I'm sure you understand some of the plyometrics and everything. But draw the line on some of these new wave type training mechanisms. You see guys with the water jugs for balance and stuff versus just doing things and understanding your own body and working around, keeping things simple but effective.
Yeah. I mean, I think important things just when you get out on the field, going for a run, just get the heart rate up. That's still important, still old school things like that. But I think they definitely benefit pitchers for sure. And I think the new stuff is good, but I think you can't overdo it and get a little tired. I think there's some things that work better for others, and people just gotta figure out what works well for them and just do a few of those things and keep it simple though, because you don't want an hour warm up and then you're gassed.
Right. So JJ Roberts? Yep. JJ Roberts, the right-hander, coming on to the mound for the Lumberjacks, P27 guy. Debut for the program, coming in with a healthy lead. So opportunity for him to throw strikes and close things out. He's flashing some solid velocity here. Yeah, the mound is crazy. So the mound today is literally elevates. So, and the thing too is if you're driving well to the plate, you're staying very perpendicular And so you want to get down, Clayton Kershaw, like that's down to drive out, and you can't go down to go out on this mound. You have to stay elevated. And I'm not like one to chirp mounds because I feel like that's something you have to get used to until you get to a certain level. But this is actually, quite frankly, it's almost dangerous. Like, because if you have, it's more dangerous for the good pitchers. And I could actually see JJ here, like he wants to go down and out. So this is interesting to watch. I almost feel like the most effective way would be to like slide step straight out of the stretch instead of trying to load up. But I think that would have been a hot take, and now you do see a lot of guys moving away from it. Do you throw out of the windup though, right? Not at all. Oh no, you don't. I mean, you even see at the big league level a lot of guys who just don't go to it.
I switched that. I threw out of the windup in school ball last spring, and I switched it for the Lumberjacks.
So what do you find personally are the advantages as a starter?
I think it's just less body. Like, you don't move your head as much. Mm-hmm. But like, I feel like for some people, it can help them get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
But I also like it because like now when I throw my pens, I don't have to worry about throwing like some from the stretch, some from the windup, and mixing up. I can just do everything one way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found personally being a little taller, and like I didn't have the same athletic abilities as some guys, but I relied on velocity. And so like for me, the windup gave me time to like really rotate my hips and exactly, and like get that rotation going. But then what I found was I started going through the stretch from a more split position so that I was already kind of pre-cocked and driven, and like and I actually threw harder out of the stretch, and it was more just a rhythm thing because I grew up doing it the whole time. But I feel like you said, there's less moving pieces.
That's kind of how it started for me to switch to stretch. Like, I realized make a play.
Double play opportunity, line drive, sharing goal to Frank Keys, and line out double play. So 2 walks for JJ and then a hard hit ball, but bailed out by the excellent defense of the middle infield. And that's 2 away for the Jacks. If they put 1 away, is it a mercy? It could be.
But I think like for me, like I realized that I was throwing a little harder after the stretch, and then
It's just less moving pieces, like, and pitching's all about repetition, so less variables. I don't know why we're stealing, but whatever.
You work faster.
Yeah, you work quick, and I feel like that was something I didn't learn until I was like 20, was the importance of working quick and keeping guys off balance. You have to work as quick as you can stay in control, but no quicker.
Yes.
But if you can
find that line,
because you're in a battle with the batter of like who can reset faster, especially when there's a mistake pitch or a mistake swing.
You know, like just a split second hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Like it's the difference between a home run and a swing and a miss.
And sometimes, I don't know if you agree with this, but I would feel that like on the mental side of things, pitching, if I would throw the same pitch, like 85 down the middle with 2 strikes, like a mistake pitch, but I throw it nervous, that ball tends to get taken to the wall. And if I throw an 85-mile-an-hour pitch confidently, same pitch to the same batter, there's that primal element of the game where like they tend to swing through the ball or take the pitch.
You kind of like feel it with the guy's body.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the like you can tell.
And JJ with the breaking ball to retire the side. It's close.
Game, let's go!
Oh, let me grab that from it. Hey, great conversation, kid. Good baseball stuff. Great job today. So that's the game, folks. A quick mercy for the Lumberjacks. Saw a little bit of everything today. We saw Cole settle in, talked about that 80% day and the importance of being a leader on the mound, showcasing your grit and your grind. And Cole, after a 2-run first inning, keeping the Jacks in it. JJ debuting there in the fourth, throwing a shutout inning, and the Jacks rolling offensively for a massive bottom of the third. A mercy here in Fort Myers to get things started the right way in this PG event. And we'll be coming back to you this afternoon with more Lumberjacks baseball at 2 p.m. So come back, stick with us, folks. 1-0 Jacks, Jacks up.